Yes guys, welcome back to Alpha Plug. This video is sponsored by Revel Real Estate. If you're in Dubai and you want to invest your money, Revel Real Estate is the place for you. Today I'm joined by Daley Perales. How you doing, bro?
I'm very good.
Yeah. Talk to us about DEJI's preparation for this fight. Is it different to any other previous fights?
No, it's about just getting better and improving. Obviously I come from the professional boxing scene, so what they have to learn that it's a process. Things take time. You have to be dedicated, and you have to be in the gym to work on your craft. So that's what he's been doing, working on his craft. He's still a novice in my eyes, not to obviously the YouTube world, but to my eyes. So my job is to keep improving him every day. So that's the kind of training we've been doing, and obviously mixed with conditioning, with his conditioning coach Leon, and his nutrition and stuff like that. So yeah.
How challenging is it for you to have all these fighters on your roster? I know you've got like pro fighters like Martin Furu, as well as other fighters like DEJI, you've got Kenny. Is it hard to like almost juggle all these fighters at once?
No, because I only take on a certain amount of fighters, and ones that I believe I can mold to how I want them to fight. As with my pros, I've built them from the ground up, to build them into future world champions. With the YouTubers, it's for them to build them into the best in the scene. So with my brother Kenny, with DEJI, I treat them just the same as my pro fighters. I mix them with my pro fighters, and the reason why it's not hard to do everything together is because they all have individual time slots. I'm not one of these coaches who will just train them all at once just because I want to get training done. I keep my camp small so I can work on the individual and progress them.
Because obviously we've seen you spar the other day, and you seem very, very good, very impressive stuff. Do you think that obviously with your skill set and with your knowledge, it's only a matter of time before guys like Dejan and Kenny are literally at the top of the scene?
Well, yeah, it's not just down to me, it's down to them and how bad that they want it, and that's with anything you do in life. If you want to do something, you got to be the best at it. You got to work on your craft. You got to be dedicated. You got to stay focused. So 50% is down to me, but the other 50% they have to match my ambition. They have to match my focus and my dedication. And then when we bring that all together, then we should reach the top.
Yeah. Now, just a bit on Swarms. All we've seen from Swarms is a 2-week notice fight with KSI, and then obviously that one punch against Ryan Taylor. Does that make it hard for you as a coach to then give DEJI the advice of how he wins against Swarms? Because you don't know too much about him.
No, not at all, because I'm experienced in boxing. I've been around a lot of high-level fighters. I've been around a lot of novice-level fighters. That you don't really expect. You don't know what to expect from them. So me personally, when I used to fight, I preferred sparring or fighting high-level people than the unknown. Because it's you don't really know what they're bringing to the table. But I've been through that experience, so I can relay that back to DEJI, Kenny, and tell them, basically they just got to listen to me. Listen to me, listen to my voice, because I can see everything, because they're novices, their opponents, I can see every mistake in the book that they're making.
Yeah. Do you think it's somewhat problematic though that we do get these, I wouldn't say mismatches, but you get like obviously DEJI with the Floyd Mayweather fight. Do you think sometimes it's almost dangerous when you put guys in there against like novices against literally like greatest of all time?
Yeah, but it was an exhibition. Floyd wasn't going 100%, but Floyd not going 100% is still good enough to teach someone a lesson. So what was my job for that fight was to teach him about, because Floyd Mayweather is one of my idols, is to teach him everything about Floyd Mayweather, but also first keep DEJI safe so he doesn't get hurt in there. And I think we done that. He got to the last round, all right, the referee stopped it in the end because of a little barrage of punches, but he never got a scratch on him. If anything, it's Mayweather got the black eye, and Mayweather's never had the black eye. And I think that's what pissed Mayweather off, because he's never had a black eye. So in the corner, they had the iron out, and they were trying to get down the swelling, and I think that made him turn it up on DEJI in the 6th round.
Yeah, well said, well said. As we all know, Kenny is currently preparing for the Kingpin tournament fight against Nunez. How is the preparation going for this fight with King Kenny?
Yeah, great. As I said, you know, they're novices, it's a process, it takes a long time. At the same time, I understand it's entertainment, but my job is also to bring education to people that might not have the education in boxing from the influencer world. So I always keep it real. Kenny has a lot to learn. DEJI has a lot to learn. So again, we've been in the gym, working on the craft, progressing, and yeah, he's coming along. The best thing that happened with Kenny is what I try to tell people: when you're trying to teach people the right way, some things are going to suffer because you're trying to do certain things a certain way. With Kenny, his punch output suffered because he's learning the fundamentals correctly, you know, and that's my job as a coach, is to teach them the fundamentals, teach them defense so they can keep themselves safe. Then later on, we can bring the output, you know, and bring the aggression. So losing to Raksu was the best thing that happened to Kenny, and then you saw against Nate a totally different Kenny, and I can't wait for Winderson because I think he's the perfect style for Kenny's attributes. Plus, he's got the fan base, so we're excited for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, man, and good luck on fight night.
No problem.